There's a quiet kind of mistake we make every day. The kind that doesn't look wrong on the surface. In fact, it looks responsible, healthy, even disciplined. You follow the advice. You build the routine. You choose what you believe is good for you. And yet, something feels off. Your energy fades too quickly. Your focus slips away. Your day feels heavier than it should. Not because you're doing too little, but sometimes because you're doing the wrong things in the right way. In this video, we're going to slow things down and look at those hidden, everyday mistakes. The ones that quietly drain your energy without you realizing it. And more importantly, we'll explore simple, practical shifts. The kind that don't rely on willpower or extreme changes, but actually work with your body, not against it.
Have you ever eaten what you thought was a super healthy breakfast, only to feel sluggish and tired an hour later? You're not alone. I used to be the king of healthy breakfasts. I'd start my day with a big bowl of oatmeal loaded with fruit, maybe a sprinkle of brown sugar, and a glass of fresh orange juice. I thought I was fueling my body for success. But by 10 a.m., I'd hit a wall. My brain would feel foggy, my energy would crash, and I'd be desperately craving another coffee or a sugary snack just to get through the morning. It was frustrating. I was doing everything right, so why did I feel so wrong? This cycle of morning energy slumps and brain fog affected everything. My productivity at work plummeted. I found it hard to focus in meetings, and my creativity just vanished. At home, I was irritable and lacked the energy to play with my kids or even have a proper conversation with my wife. I felt like I was running on empty, even though I was trying so hard to eat healthily. I started to believe that maybe this was just how adulthood felt, a constant state of being tired. I was on a roller coaster I couldn't get off, and it was slowly wrecking my day every single day. Then, one day, I stumbled upon the science of blood sugar, and everything clicked. It turns out my healthy breakfast was the culprit. Let's break it down. When you eat a breakfast high in carbohydrates and sugar, even natural sugars from fruit and honey, your body gets a massive rush of glucose. Imagine it like this. Your bloodstream is suddenly flooded. In response, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin to manage this sugar rush. Insulin's job is to move that glucose out of your blood and into your cells for energy. But here's the catch. When the glucose spike is too big and too fast, your body often overreacts. It releases too much insulin, which then clears out not just the excess sugar, but too much sugar in general. This causes your blood sugar levels to crash, falling even lower than they were before you ate. This crash is what we call a hypoglycemic dip, and that dip is the direct cause of the fatigue, the brain fog, the irritability, and the intense cravings for more sugar. You're literally on a glucose roller coaster. The initial spike feels good for a moment, but the subsequent crash leaves you feeling drained and desperate for another high. It's a vicious cycle that keeps you trapped. So, what's the fix? It's surprisingly simple. Change the order you eat your food and prioritize protein and healthy fats in the morning. Instead of starting with carbs and sugar, begin your day with a savory breakfast. Think eggs, avocado, Greek yogurt, nuts, seeds, or even some leftover chicken or fish from the night before. By starting with protein and fat, you blunt the glucose spike. These nutrients are digested more slowly, leading to a much more gradual and stable release of energy. Let me give you a real-world example. Meet Sarah. Sarah was just like me. She was a designer who relied on her creativity, but her mornings were a constant struggle. Her go-to breakfast was a smoothie packed with bananas, mangoes, and a little bit of honey. Healthy, right? But by mid-morning, she couldn't focus on her designs and would end up mindlessly scrolling on her phone, feeling completely uninspired. After learning about the glucose effect, she made a simple swap. Instead of the sugary smoothie, she started having scrambled eggs with spinach and a side of avocado. The change was almost immediate. Within a few days, Sarah felt a steady, consistent stream of energy throughout her entire morning. No more crash, no more brain fog. Her focus returned, her creativity soared, and she was able to produce some of her best work. She wasn't fighting cravings anymore because her body was properly fueled. She felt in control, clear-headed, and productive. The simple act of changing her breakfast transformed her entire workday and her mood. So, let's recap this whole story. We often feel tired and unfocused after our supposedly healthy breakfast. This pain comes from the hidden sugars and refined carbs in things like cereal, fruit-heavy smoothies, and even oatmeal, which cause a massive glucose spike in our blood. Our body overreacts, releasing too much insulin, which leads to a dramatic blood sugar crash, leaving us feeling foggy and exhausted. The solution is to flip your breakfast from sweet to savory. Prioritize protein and healthy fats first thing in the morning to stabilize your blood sugar and provide sustained energy. Just like Sarah, who traded her fruit smoothie for eggs and avocado, you can break free from the morning slump. Try it for just 1 week. Swap your cereal, toast, or sweet oatmeal for a savory, protein-rich breakfast. See how you feel. You might just unlock a level of morning energy and mental clarity you haven't felt in years. It's not about restriction. It's about smart fueling. Take back your mornings and set yourself up for a successful, energized day. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-backed tips to improve your life. See you in the next one.